Iran is launching retaliatory strikes against Israel on Friday. It's when they first came out. Israeli forces targeting nuclear and military sites in Tehran. The U.S. is still hoping to salvage a nuclear deal as its prospects dwindle. Fox's Connor Hansen live in New York for us tonight with more. And Connor, tensions are high.
Alex, and we're seeing those missile strikes going back and forth now throughout the day. Now, the early morning hours in Israel, we're seeing waves of missile strikes coming from Iran, mostly intercepted by the air defenses, but some striking busy civilian centers like the Tel Aviv area where we've seen explosions. We're told at least one person was killed in a suburb of Tel Aviv and many more injured. There have been alarms and shelter orders all throughout the country. Air raid sirens sound as a barrage of missiles flies over Tel Aviv. State media says Iran launched hundreds of ballistic missiles towards Israel. Smoke over Tel Aviv suggests at least one landed. Iran's supreme leader vowing revenge.
Life will become bitter for them, without a doubt.
Iran's retaliation comes as Israeli jets continue to carry out strikes on Iran. The IDF releasing detailed graphics of nuclear sites it says have been destroyed as Iran was stockpiling enriched uranium. And video shows Israeli Mossad operatives working deep inside Iran to take out key defenses, even smuggling in drones.
Israel uncovered clear evidence that the Iranian regime was planning a surprise attack in coordination with their proxies.
Some of Iran's top military leaders and nuclear scientists have been killed. The U.S. has moved warships and flown in jets to protect personnel in the area. The president posted on Truth Social, quote, "2 months ago, I gave Iran a 60-day ultimatum to make a deal. They should have done it. Today is day 61. I told them what to do, but they just couldn't get there. Now they have perhaps a second chance."
The world is safer this morning than it was when we all went to bed last night, and the Iranian people are now given a real opportunity.
And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said their strikes against Iran could continue at least for the next couple of weeks. We're told he spoke with President Trump today. And as you heard there, the U.S. military is also helping shoot down some of those missiles heading towards Israel. Alex?
And Connor, yesterday it seemed like the big message from the U.S. government was, we have nothing to do with this, don't blame us, this is all them. But it does sound like the U.S. is coordinating at least with Israel today.
That's right, Alex. You have to imagine there is communication back and forth. The U.S. is being careful not to conduct its own strikes against Iran or in Iran. It's only doing defensive strikes to protect Israel, saying it's because they have so many American citizens in Israel and, of course, so many military troops in the region nearby.
All right, Connor Hansen, thank you so much for your reporting tonight. Let's talk more about what's happening right now. We see some of those images right there of what Israel is doing to try to intercept some of this using their Iron Dome system, which did stop many of them. Could there be a larger regional war? Israel Bachar is the Consul General. He joins us live right now here in studio. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What's the latest in terms of what you know? Because obviously you've got some inside information in terms of what's really happening right now.
Well, first and foremost now, the Israeli civilians, Israeli society and communities are under ballistic missile attack all over Israel. Center, south, north, Israel is under attack. At the same time, Israel is striking in Iran to neutralize the Uranium enrichment capabilities of Iran and preventing Iran having a nuclear bomb, or more correct to say, 9 atomic bombs. That's what we're doing right now. We are trying to save the region and make sure the Israel is safer, and also make sure that American interests in the region are protected.
What do we know in terms of how effective those attacks were? What did you get?
The Israeli attack is extremely successful, even more than we envisioned or could have think that we're going to be. It's amazingly successful because we neutralized the Natanz facility, we attacked another nuclear reactor facilities, and we are dismantling a lot of the chain control and command centers and a lot of the ballistic missile industry in Iran. So those two elements were basically supposed to be the final solution for Iran against the state of Israel, and we are stopping it.
At a time when everybody's sort of listening to everything that everybody says all the time, how do you think you kept the art of surprise here?
You know, for us, it's not a surprise. I worked with Netanyahu 20 years ago with the prime ministers, and, you know, we spoke about it, and he speaks about it for the last 20 years, that we need to neutralize Iran capabilities. And finally, it happened, not because we wanted to, but because we didn't have any other chance.
Yeah.
We had to react. They were running to the bomb. They were running to the bomb. So we had to do it, and to do it yesterday.
You know, during the Biden administration, when there was a conflict and then Iran was responding to what Israel did, then President Biden was really sort of encouraging Iran, proportional response, tamp things down, sort of encouraging Netanyahu, proportional response, tamp things down so that there isn't a regional war. Should we be worried about the idea of a regional war happening?
No, I don't think so. I think contrary to the opposite, and I'll tell you why. A lot of Arab moderate states in the region are very, very happy and more secure because of the Israel attack against Iran. So we decreased the chances of regional war. It's not increased, it's decreased, because Iran is the aggressor in the Middle East. So if you think about a lot of states, I'm not going to say it out publicly right now, but if you think about Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, they are all under Iranian threat. Today they are more secure.
It's split between the Sunni and Shia Muslims.
Correct, and they're more secured, and you can see that there's no attack on Israel from Lebanon right now. There's no attack from Syria, and that's because we succeeded to break the axis of resistance against Israel by Iran.
Real quickly.
Sure.
Should U.S. Jews who are here be worried for their safety this weekend?
I think we all need to be alert. Iran is a terror state, and they use terror and intimidation against communities around the globe, specifically Jewish communities. We have better experience in Argentina and other places around the globe. So, yes, please be more cautious and take another step of measure of safety.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.